Hey guys, today I'm going to be reviewing Devoted by Hilary Duff, which is the sequel to Elixir. And I remember shortly after Elixir came out, it's all I saw of the booktubers. Everyone was reviewing it, everyone was talking about it, and it eventually convinced me to read it, and I loved it. But then, I don't know when this came out, but I haven't seen reviews of it like I did. I don't think I've seen any reviews, because I didn't even know it was out. I just decided to look for it and saw that it was out in my library, so I don't know if I've just missed the reviews or if no one was reading it, if they're all busy with other stuff. I don't know. But I loved Elixir, and I like this a whole lot too. My problem is that I loved Elixir. I remember freaking out at the end because I didn't know there was going to be a sequel, and I was dying. But then, I can't remember what happened in it. I started this book, and they're talking about, things that happened at the end. And seriously, I had no idea what was going on. So it took me a while to catch up. But if you don't remember Elixir either, we have our main character, Clea, who her father disappeared in his search for the Elixir of Life. And so her and her friend Ben kind of go off looking for what happened to him and where he was last and looking into his work and stuff. And along the way, she finds or meets Sage, who is immortal also. Well, not also. He's immortal. No one else is. He's immortal, and he knew her father and was helping him with the search or something like that. And Clea finds out that her and Sage are soulmates and that they'd been together in 3 past lives. And so she falls for him right away, which upsets Ben because Ben was also part of their past lives and was always, he was always the reason for Sage's death, or Clea's death and Sage's downfall and stuff. So the 3 of them have been tied together for all these lives, and there's drama there. So at the end of the book, Sage was kidnapped by one of the 2 groups that are after the Elixir of Life. There's the Saviors of Eternal Life and Cursed Vengeance. And so one of those 2 groups has Sage. And now where this book starts, it's 2 months later, and Clea is at home, and she doesn't know what to do. She doesn't know where Sage is or who has him, and so she doesn't really know how to start her search for him. And Ben is still around, but they kind of had a falling out, so they're not really speaking. They have all kind of problems in their friendship. And yeah. But to kind of start things off, Clea meets this family of, there's Amelia, who's a little girl, Petra, who's her mother, and there's a father and grandfather. And it turns out that these were the original drinkers of the Elixir of Life, so they're immortal. And they come to Clea to supposedly help her find Sage. Or some of them are want to help her find Sage, and some want her to let him go and forget about him. And of course, they're all doing this for their own motives, because they want one of the groups to kill Sage so they can continue with their immortal life, because that's what both groups want. Both groups want Sage dead depends why. One's Cursed Vengeance wants him dead to break the curse, and Saviors of Eternal Life want him dead to get the elixir so they can be immortal. So everyone wants Sage dead. And so Clea needs to decide whether to believe them, because of course at first she has no idea who these people are and what they want. So she has to decide whether to believe them, whether to trust them. And along the way, of course, everyone needs to decide. She meets other people involved in the quests and the kidnapping and all this stuff. And so everyone has to decide what is worth sacrificing for eternal life or to keep others from getting eternal life. So Clea and other people have to decide whether Sage is worth giving up, whether he's worth saving, whether other people are worth killing, and, just what exactly each person and their life is worth against the greater good or their own desires. So there's a lot of that drama. And it was really good. I really, really liked it. I liked all the characters. For some reason, Sage and Clea's love story just really hits me more than other love stories in other books. I mean, the writing is good, but it's not spectacular. There's nothing special. But anytime there's, something happens to them, I just, feel it. And I really, I can feel it in my heart and in my stomach. So their love story just really gets to me. I love them. I like Ben and how he's trying to move on or try to deal with Clea and all that stuff, and how they're struggling in their relationship. I like some of the new people that come into the story along the way. I didn't like the end. Again, I haven't done my research, and I don't know if this is really the end or if there's going to be another book. because it ends in a way that it could be the end, or it could lead into another book. So I guess I should probably look that up. But if anyone else knows, let me know. But I didn't really care for the ending. Usually I never want a sad ending. I would have preferred, I don't want to say anything, but if you've read it and you know what I'm talking about, the sadder ending than this kind of open ending. But it was still good. I still enjoyed it. I would definitely read another book if there was another one. And I would recommend it to anybody who read Elixir. And if you haven't, go read Elixir and then read this, because it's definitely worth reading. And I think that was kind of it. If you've read the book and want to talk about it, just do it vaguely in the comments, or send me a message. I'd love to hear about what you thought about the ending, about what happened. And yeah, I guess that's kind of it. Good book. Who knew Hilary Duff had such good books? I guess that's all for now. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.